Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Sandra Solomon and as you may know, this is my fragrance channel. So smelling good every day is a wonderful thing and I have many fragrances and I choose my scent of the day depending on how I feel, what I'm wearing and what I am going to do. But sometimes I don't have the time or the inspiration to choose a specific fragrance, and that's when I reach for my everyday fragrances. A group of fragrances that smells amazing, that is easy to like and that works for any occasion. These are great fragrances that I can put on without thinking and knowing that I will smell wonderful. Fragrances that are an easy reach, easy to wear and easy to like. This video is about that kind of fragrances but for men. This is my top list of the 10 best smelling everyday colognes for men. So are you ready? Let's do this. Dior Sauvage Parfum is fresh and woody like the original Sauvage, but stronger. They have amped up the notes, so it should be a stronger version of the original. Just like the original, this is a masculine fragrance that most men love to wear and that women also enjoys on a man. It opens up with some bergamot, some mandarin orange and elemi that gives it like a fresh and spicy opening. Then there's a wonderful sandalwood note together with tonka beans, olibanum and vanilla in the base. And that makes it even more spicy, woody and somewhat green. So I prefer this one to the original because to me it's softer, it's sweeter and more inviting. And this is a great everyday cologne. It's the perfect fragrance to smell good both at work and for doing things after work. So I love Stronger With You from Emporio Armani. And another fragrance from Emporio Armani that is also excellent is Stronger With You Freeze. This has a fresh, fruity and spicy opening with lime, mandarin orange, apple and ginger. And to me, the opening is really dominated by the lime and ginger. The apple is there, but only in the background, and I would probably not notice it if I didn't know it was there. This fresh, sweet and spicy masculine fragrance also has a hint of lavender, and together with the amazing note of cardamom, that always brings my thoughts to sweet buns. And Stronger With You Freeze has a wonderful sweet base with notes of glazed chestnuts that gives it a gourmandy and sweet scent together with that vanilla, amberwood and gaiac wood. This is a versatile everyday cologne that you can wear to smell fresh in the gym or at work. And when it's time for some evening activities after your work, you put on another flanker to Stronger With You. Then you put on Stronger With You Absolutely. That brings in a sexy and boozy note. And yes, I have another great one coming up, and that is Dunhill Century Blue. This spicy, woody and earthy fragrance with a fresh and powdery musky side is just so good and almost impossible to open. These bottles look good, but I can almost not get off the lid from it. This one opens up fresh with notes like bergamot and mandarin orange, together with a hint of black pepper. But this fragrance beauty is really about the wonderful iris note that gives it a powdery wrapping that is so wonderful in a fragrance. The spicy feeling from the ginger is rounded off with some balsamic note like styrax, so there is some spiciness because of the black pepper and the ginger, but it is smooth and soft. The dry down is where the magic happens, because when this settles on your skin, you can pick up the sea salt note that makes it a phenomenally good everyday fragrance. This will be very pleasant to smell for the colleagues with desks beside yours, and you will feel fresh, clean and great wearing it. So first of all, I would just like to say, do not buy light blue from Dolce & Gabbana. It's, to me, an incredibly boring fragrance that's not worth the hype. I can't understand why it's been around for so long, and I'm guessing that I am probably going to have a lot of you disagreeing with me right now, but I think it smells boring and without personality. Well, now that I cleared that one out, I just want to say, do buy light blue sun. Light Blue Sun is an amazing fragrance that shares the DNA from the original light blue, but they have added coconut and tropical fruits that makes it breathtakingly good. Light Blue Sun is an aromatic and fresh fragrance with grapefruit, ginger, bergamot and ozonic notes in the opening, and it dries down with a spicy green and woody mix of rosemary, osmanthus, oak moss, cedar and sweet notes. I think it is a wonderful fragrance that leaves a superb fresh and fruity scent trail. This is the kind of scent that when the scent trail passes you, you just have to follow it to find out who is smelling so darn good. Wear this anytime and for any occasion. This is a perfect everyday cologne that makes you smell delightful. Valentino Uomo is a sweet, warm and masculine fragrance that I think is on top 3 from the Valentino Uomo line. It has a fresh, sweet and herbal opening with bergamot and myrtle. Then it dries down with a round and sweet hazelnut that gives it a nutty touch, together with chocolate and roasted coffee beans. And in the base there is a sexy leather note and a woody cedar note. The cedar note smells rich and so well made, and the leather is only there in the background. So to me, the outstanding notes in this fragrance is the cedar together with the hazelnut and the chocolate. This is such a masculine but soft, sweet and elegant fragrance. I think this smells so good and inviting, and I think it has a calming effect. A perfect everyday cologne if you have a job that is about making others feel good. This smells amazing. Sedley from Parfums de Marly is a fresh, spicy and aromatic fragrance with a woody and musky side. The opening is a wonderful mix of mint together with some citrus notes like lemon, some bergamot and grapefruit, together with mandarin orange, and you just can easily pick up the grapefruit, which is so nice. So after the fresh opening, you can pick up some spicy notes together with a very soft lavender and some olibanum that gives it like a spicy balsamic touch. And in the base, you have that wonderful woody notes of cedar and sandalwood, my favorite woody notes, and some vetiver, cashmeran and then some patchouli. This is a soft, fresh and aromatic fragrance that is dominated by that citrus and the woody notes. I think it's so versatile and so easy to like, and therefore one of the best everyday colognes that you can wear. So I had to throw in a cheapie, and Bentley for Men is to me a great inexpensive fragrance that smells well made and performs great, better than many others that is way more expensive. It's warm and spicy with black pepper, some cinnamon and some clary sage, and at the same time it's woody with the most beautiful cedar note. It has an impressive and boozy note of rum, and that together with the creamy, sweet and balsamic note of benzoin makes it a boozy and woody fragrance that smells so warm, so inviting and just so good. Bentley for Men smells masculine, energizing and powerful. It is a perfect fragrance for everyday activities like going to work, going to the gym, and for the evening I suggest you put on a flanker to this one, and that is Bentley for Men Intense. It's sweeter, sexier and more spicy. So you can't go wrong with this one. It costs almost nothing, it smells great and it performs like a beast. It's a completely safe blind buy. The next one up is Chanel Allure Homme Sport Au Extrême. So I have to be honest, I wasn't blown away by this at first sniff. But that was when I had a problem with fragrances with citrus notes. And yes, I do know that many fragrances has citrus notes, but this was in the very beginning of my fragrance journey. Now I know better, and my nose has gotten used to and also love citrus notes in fragrances. And this is a wonderful aromatic and sweet fragrance with a fresh citrus note of mandarin orange. That citrus note is accompanied with mint, cypress and sage in the opening, and that makes this herbal and fresh and in the background there is also a pepper note that adds some punch. In the base there is sweet tonka beans, some musk and a light and beautiful sandalwood note, together with a full and rich cedar note. As I might have mentioned before, sandalwood and cedar are my two favorite woody notes, and they are so light, so nuanced and so beautiful in this one. This will make you smell fresh, elegant, clean and attractive. A perfect everyday cologne to bring in some compliments and to make people around you feel good. If you like fresh, marine and aromatic fragrances, I have the perfect everyday cologne suggestion for you. And that is Invictus from Paco Rabanne. I have seen this gotten talked down by some, but I think it's a really outstanding freshie with an intriguing salty note. It opens up with a fresh grapefruit note, and I just love grapefruit in fragrances. So the grapefruit is accompanied by mandarin orange and those C notes in the top. It has a light green and floral side coming from a mix of bay leaf and jasmine. And in the base there is some guaiac wood, oak moss and patchouli. And those notes are combined with some ambergris. That is the one that brings in the saltiness. I think this is masculine and sexy. It's very versatile and it works for any occasion, even for a date. Like Paco Rabanne fragrances always are, this one is very easy to like. It's the kind of fragrance that you can never go wrong with, and that makes it a perfect everyday cologne. The last one on this list is L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. If you have seen any of my previous videos, you know that I love the L'Homme Ideal line from Guerlain. But honestly, all the fragrances in the L'Homme Ideal line smells just divine. There is not a bad, not even an average fragrance in that series, and they all smell great. So L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum is a sweet fragrance with cherries, almonds and vanilla. This reminds me a bit of Pure Havane from Mugler, but without the tobacco note. This is sweet and round, but at the same time deep and full. You have those delicious sweet almonds together with tonka beans, and that makes this a seductive yet elegant everyday cologne. This one blows my mind every time I smell it, and I think it's one of the absolute best colognes a man can wear. It's sensationally good and a must-have in your everyday cologne collection. So I hope you got some inspiration for your everyday cologne from this video. I want you to tell me in the comments about your favorite everyday cologne. Like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more fragrance videos with me. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.